Have you ever suspected that your sales team is out there kind of winging it? How would you know? Well, let me tell you, I know because I interview salespeople all the time for my clients. Let me tell you the things I ask them that helps me evaluate whether or not they're winging it in the field and what do we need to work on back in the organization. The first question I'm going to ask them sounds simple, right? What's your value proposition to the customer? Well, they don't know. They're not going to have that answer. Is that a salesman failure, or is that a failure of your marketing team to provide them that information? Is that your failure about having conversations where we can answer a fundamental question like value proposition? Question number 2, tell me what your company does. Do you know what your company does? What do you do for them? If they answer in terms of products, okay, then they don't understand the value proposition and what the organization does for people. What about the ideal buyer? Can you tell me who your ideal buyer is? And they say things, well, it's a decision maker, blah, 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 blah. Is that your ideal buyer, or is that the easy sale? Your ideal buyer is somebody who values your organization and puts price at the bottom of the list and relationship and output and outcomes at the top of the list. Get the answer correct. What verticals or segments do you work in? If you start talking about specific companies or products that they sell, or maybe even regions, that might be okay. But do we actually understand the difference between verticals and segments? Do we know who we do business to? And the follow-up question for that, by the way, is do you know what channels you're most effective in? Now, what's the next question? Because right now I've got them on their heels, don't I? Okay, we know they're faking it now. What's the 3 brand qualities of your organization? What are the things that your customers value the most about you? Now, I'm going to get some answers here, I guarantee you. I'm going to get different answers from every single one of your salespeople, and that's a problem. And that's why they can't answer this next question, which is, what is your company's brand promise? Now, again, that goes back to that whole value proposition thing. If you guys haven't vocalized what your value proposition is, I'm pretty sure you don't have a brand promise. The last question I ask, and they're going to have some answers, is what are the stories that you would tell your customer to help them understand who you are as an organization, why you're valuable to them and people like them? What are the stories you can tell about your company? So these are the things that I think are most important for salespeople to be armed with. If they have the answers to these questions, in addition to understanding all your products and services and pricing and features, if they can answer these questions, they're going to be ready to deal with every kind of buyer on the planet. That's all you could ask for. And they're not faking it anymore. So help your organization, help your sales team, help your marketing team, help your business development team, and for goodness sake, help your customer better connect with your organization. Understand the answers to these questions before you make your next sales call.